Hello and welcome back. So, quick video today is going to be just relating to the Alliance credits. One person in particular has asked me to do a video on the Alliance credit stuff, and I thought I'd give a little bit of sort of my 2 cents on it. Mainly want your opinions on it, if I'm honest. What you would like to see, you would like to see going forward when it comes to Alliance credits, and certainly in the stores themselves. I will do another video in a later date on the actual events as and when they crop up. At the moment, I can't really do that as I don't have any events that are currently available, Alliance events that is. But yeah, we can certainly go through the store and I can give you sort of my 2 cents. And then please let me know in the comments down below what you want to see, and then we can try and sort of see if we can push this onto, potentially the Star Trek Discords, and we can see if we can sort of try and improve the game in that sort of regard. So the different things that you can get from the Alliance store, we will ignore all that because that's not really relevant. So the different stuff, again, you don't really want to get any of them. The Alliance store virtually starts from here. So the first thing that you can get is going to be your Armada directives. And then everything from that point onwards to the right you can get with Alliance credits and so on, except for the avatars because they require rares and such and such. So you can get the first two, which is Armada directives and 50 Ultra Recruit tokens, and this there depends though. Obviously 16 chests is 4,000. So what I normally do, and what I did tell people on the stream yesterday, what I normally do is I wait until I get about 6,000 Alliance credits, and then I normally purchase one of these just to get basically more officer shards. As we all know, officers are key in this game, so getting obviously more shards and more availability to get them is the best point to call. So that's what I do. Because it costs 4,000, I normally wait until I have about 6,000, then I get the 16 chests, which gives you 800 to pull obviously the full amount that you need to pull at least one chest of officer ultra recruits. So that's what I normally do, which I advise to do it because there's nothing else really to spend the Alliance credits on unless you just want to hoard for the sake of hoarding. You can get Armada directives obviously, but it's only 100 and that's only one Armada, and there's other ways you can get them now these days and it's a lot easier. So we won't dwell on that too much. So skipping all of them because none of them are Alliance credit related. We then start going on to the relocation tokens, which are incredibly useful. If you don't have that many relocation tokens, then I definitely start hoarding them because they are useful. I've noticed over the last, I would say, couple of months, well, certainly this year, I would say actually, so literally started this year, I would say these are kind of not as relevant anymore since they brought out the Alliance, obviously, the certain, obviously, territories and stuff. I've noticed these are not as relevant to purchase every day like I used to, and the fact that you're getting more and more of them within the arcs and stuff like that, this is not as relevant unless you're going to bounce around. But obviously that's my server, so obviously if your server might be different, so if need be, I would definitely recommend getting these as well. As for then going on to the shields, these are all completely useless because you get all of these in the dailies anyway. So you get a 4, an 8 and a 12 hour in your dailies, which obviously if you add them up, obviously as you can see, I'm not going to insult your intelligence, but they add up to 24 hours, which means that is an entire day worth of shields. And you can be permo shield basically all the time, unless you obviously go around attacking people or you're trying to get other resources. You can be permo shield and you can get them just from the dailies. The only other ones that I would recommend getting potentially if you're going away or doing other bits and bobs are going to be your 3/7 day shields. They are not that expensive. They're only 1,100 for a 7-day shield. And if you don't have them and you are going on holiday or you're going away for a few days or something, these can be incredibly useful. However, you're not going to need many of them, so don't try and hoard them because there's no point. Just get them as and when you need them. 1 day shields again are incredibly useful as well. Again, only if you know you're going to be away for maybe most of that day, and you're not going to be available until the evening or something like that, where a 12-day shield or 12-hour shield just doesn't cut it. 1 day, that's where they come in use. Again, don't hoard them now because you don't need to. Just buy them as and when you need them free. But they are useful within their own respect, because obviously you might go on holiday, you might do certain things, and that's all I'm going to do for them. Don't buy them now because they're useless. Add one unless you need them. Don't buy them unless you need them. And then the first three, don't buy them at all because you get them in the dailies, so they are completely a waste of money or a waste of Alliance credits in this regard. So like I say, I would rather keep it to these. However, what do you want to see in the Alliance store? I would like to see this store flushed out a little bit more than the point like where you can just buy shields. I'd like to see where you can buy other things, potentially even some like the avatars and stuff like that. Instead of having them as rare credits, which makes no sense whatsoever, have them as Alliance credits and just obviously put them as a high price or something. So say leave them at 10,000, but do it at 10,000 Alliance credits rather than 10,000 rare Armada credits, because it doesn't really make sense for it to be Armada. Other things, and if it's an Alliance related thing, why can't you buy like ship shards? It should be like the other store that they have when the events pop up every now and again. And they could do it. I don't see why they can't do it. They could definitely add more into the Alliance store. Please let me know your thoughts down below, what you want to see in the Alliance store. I'm really interested to know what you want or would like to see, should I say. And let me know your thoughts. Do you agree with me or do you disagree with me and think this store is amazing? And do you think this store provides exactly what you're looking for? Because obviously some people it might. I'm not saying it might not. But please let me know your thoughts down below. Like I say, this is going to be a short video. If you haven't already, don't forget to consider subscribing to the channel and joining the Discord channel as well. If you want to support me more ways than just subscribing, then obviously there is Patreon or PayPal down below as well, but that is completely optional. I'm not going to force that or push that on anyone. Other than that, have a lovely day and I will see you next time. Bye bye for now.